Hello, fellow Viking. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the Blades of Ragnarok episode 121, which originally aired live on Twitch. So here's my chem fuel. We're almost done building the pods. I obviously could stick around and like bring more stuff home, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Because it's the very, very, very little wealth that exists here isn't worth the amount of time to stick around and deconstruct things and risk a bad mood or whatever. Yeah, he'll enjoy the next, I think it was 7 years, but he'll enjoy the next 7 years in prison, knowing what people think about people that beat children. That is exactly my thought too. It's rough justice, but it's still justice. All right, I might as well get a few more components, but that's probably all I'm gonna grab. 'Cause he's in a daze. I was trying to avoid that. I didn't get there in time. Darn it, I was like seconds away from avoiding that stupidity. But nope, I'm stuck in a daze now. And Thromir is probably about to be stuck in a daze too. What are your needs? You're recreating? Okay. If I had immediately left, I would have been fine. That's the truth of it. I had just that much time to do stuff. Shouldn't have been greedy. I should have just gotten out. All right, Mr. Jackal, you're fully trained, so you're gonna go on carnivore hauling. Yeah, I mean that's what happens on a raid when you raid a base that has no infrastructure. You know, this stupid colony doesn't even. Maybe I burned down their dining room, but like as far as I could tell, it doesn't even have a dining room. So I have to eat without a table unless I build one. And they didn't have any power. Does it not look like power is trying to run through this mountain? What the hell is going on here? In fact, Thromir. Okay, first off, please don't have a cow man. And maybe, you know, here we go. Take your mead, take your tea, and take the wake up. I'm even gonna risk wake up. I'm sort of curious why the power is trying to run through a mountain. Like if it's somehow not a mountain behind there. Nope. Power is literally trying to run through a mountain. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, buddy. They had a solar power plant, but it got burned. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is they don't even have like a kitchen or anything like that. They had nothing of that nature. So I'll try to make like a tiny little room that's a little nice. Is there another good bed? Nope. This was like a refugee camp. At least that seems to be the level of infrastructure they had here. Alright, so there's a little table. And some stools. And a horseshoe pin. And a chess table. Honestly, I came here to destroy this base, and I feel like I'm making it nicer than it ever was before I arrived. Upgrades. How do I need more wood? What? Why do I need more wood? No, this requires 70, not... I thought it was 45 for some reason. Beds. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, beds. Oh, one of these were excellent. No, keep that bed. Destroy this one. Gentrification. I don't think this is gentrification as I am abandoning it as soon as I'm done, but yeah, fair point. Somehow the tribal Vikings brought this colony into the 21st century. I love how there's a cable network here that goes nowhere. Like, it's not plugged into anything, obviously. Oh, no, I stand corrected. Apparently, there's cables running underneath this mountain. Okay, cool. Well, these guys understood electronics better than I ever can imagine. That makes a lot of sense. Hi, Kianis. Welcome to the stream. So we've got 1 day left of dealing with these prisoners. So undoubtedly the mech cluster is going to arrive right at the end like it normally does. Cryptosleep caskets are now done. That was the last research I needed, so bye-bye research benches. Modred's gonna get real bored real fast. Because we aren't intending to ever blast off. Come on, Mech Cluster, please land already. I've been real patient, but 6 days of waiting around feeding, what, 14 extra people? Kind of sucks. Well, at least they whittled down my simple meal stockpile that I had accidentally. I had way too many simple meals that I didn't mean to have. I could scan around for precious metals. Yeah, you're right. I don't think... Can either of these guys... Yeah, Thromir can mine. There's Plastil here. He's very moody, and he keeps seeing corpses, though, so I'm a little worried about him having a mental break. The mech cluster is guaranteed. The prisoners recently attempted to hack a mechanoid control and has been... so a mech cluster of ×2 size will deploy nearby. It's a guaranteed consequence of this quest. It's just not one that's going to happen in a timely fashion. But, you know, it will happen. I'm going to be one of those dads that complains about freeloading kids. Oh, absolutely. Yoda, you little freeloader. Gotta face your audience, buddy. Rule number 1 of being a streamer. You're a streamer now. He's looking at me like, what are you talking about? Having 14 people drain your resources is non-trivial, but the longer the stay, the pricier it gets. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of non-trivial, let's stop cutting down trees. We have a non-trivial amount of lumber. Did anyone see how much I have? 4,000 here. I guess this is a work camp now. Let's send this lumber home. Will it arrive for a cliffhanger? Probably not, because the power outage that I experienced means I'm going to be streaming for an extra, like, 20 minutes or so. Because I was offline for 10 minutes and then the autosave didn't kick in for 10 minutes. So, there's a wee bit of extra content coming at you. What's funny is I'm using chem fuel to launch wood. So it's like doubly carbon footprint here. When you're joking about, you know, me causing global warming. It's like, yep. And how? Wood isn't carbon neutral if you burn it. In fact, burning wood is super not carbon neutral, because not only did you cut down a tree that was pulling carbon out of the air, but then you're re-releasing that carbon. It's carbon positive. Very, very carbon positive. Not to say I won't do it, because this is a video game and it doesn't really matter. Ragnar, I want you to smith over mine. Eirik and Naz will mine. And Naz, let's have you go into the mine, you little related to everybody lobotomized guy. According to the government, biofuel is carbon neutral for some reason. Ooh, another Masterwork Cataphract helmet. I've been getting a lot of those. In fact, everybody but not has a Cataphract helmet. We rolled them out that fast. I still want more, of course, because Skullheim needs 1, 2, 3, 4 Cataphract helmets at least. And then I want some spares on top of that. That's pretty cool. All right, where is my mech cluster? Holy heck. Shuttle arrives in 20 hours. Mech cluster's probably going to land in 8 hours or so. That looks real weird. Well, I have more space for a hospital, I suppose. What you doing back there, Tusky? Hey, puppy. Best builder would be Edith. Let's make some new hospital beds. Watch the mech cluster land on the shuttle. Yeah, if there's a reason I fail this quest that is not my own doing, I'm gonna be so mad, because I've been waiting for like an hour and a half for this stupid mech cluster to show up, and I've been taking care of these stupid prisoners, and I've been housing all these stupid guests, all 11 of them, and you know, if then the quest givers, if Freya Fierce is just like tee-hee and like makes me fail it for no good reason, I might doomsday launcher Freya in the face. How it works to doomsday launch a storyteller in the face, I have no idea, but I will figure it out. Vitals monitors can actually serve like 9 beds at once, but for aesthetic purposes, I don't have it doing that. But let me demonstrate real quick. If you have a vitals monitor like here, and then you set up hospital beds, and this is also true of end tables, you can have vitals monitors serve all of those beds with 1 monitor. So 8 beds, 1 monitor. That would be ideal vital monitor to bed layout if you wanted to. And the same is true of end tables. A singular end table can serve like a lot of beds. I don't know if it can serve 8 beds. I'd have to double check, but it can serve, I think, proximity. The net negative of that, of course, is that you have to stand adjacent to the patient to do a surgery. So if you have a lot of beds all clumped on top of one another, it makes it really difficult to do surgeries in a prompt way. Not that it matters. I mean, who cares if it takes a little bit longer, unless it's like you're about to bleed out type situation. Yeah, 4 beds would be ideal if the hospital was wider and could accommodate this space. But obviously this hospital really can't. Because in a hospital, what you mostly want to... Here it is. So I said 8 hours. I was wrong by 1 hour. We had 20... Well, no, I was wrong by 3 hours. But here is the mech cluster. It is landing pretty much where the last one landed. Animals. Carnivores inside. Omnivores inside. Everybody else stay close. My valiant guests here. Man, this is a big mech cluster. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this will be interesting. So, you know how I hacked the low mech and high mech shields? We're about to put them to weird work. This mech cluster is actually pretty pathetic. In fact, there's only 2 ways they even get out of their own mech cluster. Like, what a dumb design. I know it's random, but it's pretty dumb. So there's 2 centipedes up here, and like everything else is inside, and they're all like locked inside. Yeah, this cluster is all sorts of worthless. I like it though. Makes it easy for me, right? Alright, so what I want is, don't do cataphract helmets forever. Do until I have, let's say, 7 spare. And make sure they are 95 plus and normal plus. Seven spare. Okay. This was a very strange mech cluster. It's also like inside of my... So here's the low shields. This could be so strange. Oh, Sven. You're wreck deprived. Oh, well. All right, buddies. Roll out. Boop. Well, that low shield ain't helping at all. Look at all the mechs that were in those capsules, though. Jeez. You guys have a few too many mechs in those capsules. Well, my guests are dead. They've all died. They've all perished. 100% of them. Alrighty. Thank you, Sven, for snapping out of that so promptly. Ooh. I'm not entirely sure that this is safe to do. I think because these guys are unconscious, they can't be neuroquaked. There is the chance, however, and I just saved so that I potentially have to would save scum. There is the chance that this pisses them off and makes me fail the quest, and that's why I saved. Because I didn't want that to be the case. So we'll see. Neuroquake, here we go. Yeah, they're downed, so I don't think they could be affected. Of course, if one like happens to stand up conscious at the wrong time, that could be really bad. Wow. The mechs are coming for me. Yeah, look at them. Aberrant's clan changed -10, caused neuroquake, but none of these guys are quaked. My calculations were correct. I'm good. Sven should be hauled out of there. And his weapons should be hauled out as well. My animals, my egg layers can go back to egg laying. My muffalo and stallions. And then my carnivores. Okay. So if you're wondering, I had to pile everyone inside one tight little area so that the neuroquake didn't affect everyone. And it worked. And now all of these mechs are crazy and trying to destroy everything. They're trying to murder themselves, murder their defenses. I basically am having the cluster kill itself because I really can't be bothered. To do it myself. Oh, Hummingbird died because of the explosion. It, the turret blew up and destroyed his heart. Well, oh well. Yep, there goes another one. Hinza died due to the explosion. This is hilarious. Just having all the mechs off one another. This is glorious. Look at this duel. Who's winning? Oh, this one's winning. What other duels do we have here? Well, there's no way that the fire centipede can win this. Because centipedes don't take damage. Oh, but actually he is gonna win. Because the fire centipede, this guy got scythered and is being lancered. So all but three of their turrets have been destroyed. Right on. No, I don't intend to rescue any of them. I would invite them to bleed out. I just care that I keep the prisoners safe for 8 more hours and ship them off and get my Resmec serum. And then I'll be able to resurrect everybody that died. Dodd, Lino, or Thora, Gaida, and Yard. And Yardic's been dead for 8 years. Hey, Crimson Rust. Thanks for the bits. I'm glad you like the chaos. So this centipede should die from the Lancer. This centipede smoked everybody. I like the centipede and the Scyther going at it. The Scyther, yeah, he lost. Centipedes are tough, even in Brawl. What I really want is I want these centipedes to go back and destroy the turrets for me. Because I don't want Inferno. Oh yeah, here we go. Do it! And then all we're gonna have is a little Scyther assembler, which amounts to nothing. Hey, the Lancer won! The Lancer killed the centipede here. Lanced his body to death. What's the bleed out timers of these guys? 3 hours, 6 seconds. Well, we'll watch you die. And sizzle. What? Oh, a raid of slavers show up in the middle of the chaos. Oh, I don't think this is gonna be good for you. This is so dumb. Yes! Yeah, alright. Take the centipedes. Enslave the centipedes. Sure, why not? This is so nonsense. Alright, how's Sven doing? He's hanging out. I'm going to take advantage of the chaos. Here, let me rally everyone together. If the slavers want to fight, I'm happy to fight them. They're actually doing me a bit of a favor by clearing out the remainder of this mech cluster. So they're going to try to kidnap the people that are unconscious here. Oh, not another berserk. Come on, you had like 6 hours left on the clock. Unfortunately, I have literally everybody out here, so Crow, you're gonna have to turn back around just in case. A little insurance. Come on, slavers. Hunter lacks a weapon. Oh, Sven's already conscious. My lord, is that ridiculous. Just so ridiculous. That is my most loved exploit. Crow, you can come back. The rest of them are just like messing with this one centipede. Yeah, have at it. All right, Sven. I've got... Oh, okay, they sorted themselves out. Yep, they just punched each other until they're unconscious. Fine. So Crow and Fraud. I like... Ooh, look at you. Look at how much armor you're wearing. You're plasteel? You were plasteel. Bye-bye. Deleted. Okay. I don't want a Scyther being printed, so I'm gonna destroy that. Sven, tend to the idiots. No meds. No meds. So I would say this prediction is pretty clear. If it has ended. Will any of my Vikings die to the cluster? No. There is really no cluster left. I know technically there is still a Scyther printer, but it's about to get destroyed. I obviously had the cluster destroy itself. I didn't do a lot of the effort myself, but it's done. It was a very weird cluster. I mean, there was no way to know for you voters how weird and unusual this cluster was going to be. But that's just the way gambling works sometimes. Oh, what the heck? What? What? There's another cluster? That's just chance, man. That's so funny. All right, cool. Freya likes clusters right now, I guess. What does this one look like? A weather controller that makes it fog. This cluster's pretty weak. It does have a high shield and a low shield. But funny enough, the high shield and low shield doesn't cover the weather controller. I could just come in the south and just shoot the weather controller with sniper rifles and it would be dead. Alright, I don't want to make my line here, so I'm going to back up. Because I don't have good line. Well. Ooh. Nah, I'm not going to make my line here. I was thinking about it, but I don't like it. Alright, Sven, once you're done, grab your rifle. Alright, there shall be blood. Posture check, you got it. Thanks for looking out for my spine. Whoa, that was a big harpoon. These guys are getting slaughtered. I'm not even really having to do it very much. Oh my goodness. And they're done. Bye! Now, next time, please kill Mopos. How soon till this dude bleeds out? Oh god, he's not even bleeding. Damn it. Fine. I'll go rescue him. Psh, so dumb. Any of the trigger-happy masochists? Dumb labor? Nope. Nope. I don't want either of those guys. Sunblocker won't initiate for 13 days, so that's fine. Here's the shuttle. Cool. Sven, buddy. Go carry to shuttle. We did it. Resmech serum is coming. And then, of course, I'll have this mech cluster to deal with its... This is what one... This, again, is a pretty silly mech cluster. Alright, and I will rescue Mopos. And I think what I'm going to do is burn these corpses. Ragnar, eat a sweet roll. And Eirik, eat a sweet roll. Because you two are about to have a fit. Because you are unfit. Still a mech cluster you'd lose to. So, looking at this mech cluster here, I will explain what's going through my head. It's very turret weak. And there's only a singular Inferno turret in the south. Now, Inferno turrets have the same range as sniper rifles, so you can't outshoot them. But this Inferno turret has a blind spot here. So if I stand here with sniper rifles, I'm going to be able to shoot this weather controller, triggering the mech cluster, and triggering the mechs to chase me. This mech cluster has at least 3 pikemen, so it's not a snipe battle that doesn't carry its own risk. But what I would do is I would then trigger these mechs to follow me. I'd fall back and then snipe out the mechs using brawlers as cover for my snipers, whittling their numbers down and then leaving them only with a few turrets left. And then the remaining turrets are really easy to destroy because I can skip brawlers at them and blow them up. No problem. No problem at all. Scarred, carry, and Dakin carry. So that would be my approach, and I might actually have time to do that to demo it for you all, but only after I resurrect everybody. Freya, let's have you do this. Freya's going to do the do the resurrection ritual. So we have got one prisoner about to be loaded up and then the rest. Another thing I might want to do is, what are you working on? Let's activate a soother so they don't have any mental breaks. So now that I'm about to res these 3 dead people. Man, that was so rigged, that quest. I have 3 dead people and I get a quest for 3 Resmech serum. It's just absurd. I mean, I know how it looks. It's like I cheat. I can assure you that was random, but it is ridiculous. Like, so utterly ridiculous. But hey, I did, to be fair, I have checked like 100 map tiles for Resmech serum. I just never found any, so it's just karma, I guess. All right, so the tactics that I am going to employ here, I'm gonna do once I have everyone rezzed. And the reason to keep them in crypt, so I'll explain this game mechanic a little bit. I keep, I'm storing the bodies in sarcophagi so that animals can't eat them. And then I have them in a freezer so the bodies don't rot. Because as bodies rot, their chance of them having terrible health effects as a result of the Resmech serum increases. And then I put the bodies behind vents so that where their corpses are is still cold from the freezer, but then someone with a corpse obsession can't open up the sarcophagus. So it's basically foolproof. The only problem with this setup, which would be a problem of any setup, is it is susceptible to solar flares, of course, and it is susceptible to power outages. So that's the only thing that can go wrong here. But you know, all my other bases are covered. Boom! So not only did we get 3 Resmix serum, but we got, I think, Sven, I'm going to have you do the honors. Opening all 3. Then we also got, of course, a ton of plasteel. All right, so let me do the res serum ritual here. What does res serum fall under? Items? Artifacts? Oh, yeah, here it is. Who's closest? Scarred. You unrestrict briefly and haul. That's a lot of high-level armor. Yes, it is. I mean, I had deep drills running, but I could probably ignore these deep drills now. In fact, let me just forbid this door so they don't even bother deep drilling there. Colonists left unburied. I'm aware. I'm aware. Chill. So I'm having Sven do it because Sven doesn't mind seeing corpses. He's bloodlust, so he doesn't care. No. Don't touch the Ulf. Don't touch the bodies. Quit it. Come on, man. Get out of there. All right. So Scarred is hauling in the Resmix serum, and then I'm gonna res. We also have an eclipse. So I not only do I have an eclipse, I have a sun blocker and a fog controller. So it's gonna be foggy, dark, and I almost want to leave the weather controllers in because they're kind of funny. It's like it's basically Freya doesn't like sunlight. A weather machine for fog? Yeah. Oh. What the heck? That's the closest that you're gonna... Okay, whatever. Why can't I... This is weird. What's going on here? I am not sure why they can't haul it. So, I want to be clear that just because I'm using the Resmix serum doesn't necessarily mean they're out of the woods. There are still negative consequences of being dead and getting resurrected, and they could have res psychosis, dementia, or resurrection blindness. No, it wasn't the forbidden. It was, I don't know why this zone was not haulable, but I don't care. So here's Yardik. Yardik is blind. Yardik, as a result of being resurrected, went immediately blind. All right, well, that's manageable. Ragnar and Knut will make eyeballs for him. Here's Gaida. Gaida doesn't have any obvious symptoms of resurrection yet, but that doesn't necessarily mean there won't be any. They can happen later on. And Gaida's also a little naked, but that's besides the point. One thing I find interesting is if you see all this tainted gear, and then we res, all the tainted gear becomes untainted. All right, and Thora doesn't have any obvious health conditions either. You know, one thing I don't have is beds for these new people. I mean, I suppose I have 3 beds right here that I could, you know, just make into new beds. But yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. So other things I need to do here is set them up for food. Gaida is going to need to be administered rezzed with full luciferium. Interesting, because Gaida died as a result of not enough luciferium, but was rezzed with full luciferium. So okay, sure. And we scanned uranium. Oh, all right. All right, so there's Thora, Yardik, and Gaida. Welcome back. Dodd, Lino, and Cruzio, welcome back. What an episode, man. What a stream. Okay, snipe. It's snipe time. Actually, it's nighttime, so it's not snipe time. Another thing to note is mechanoids do not suffer dark penalties, but obviously you do. So don't fight at night if you can avoid it. Gaida, can you have luciferium now? You don't need it. If you look at your needs here, your luciferium is full. You're good for 6 more days. What are we waiting on, Bionic Eyes? Probably plasteel. So let's go ahead and haul this plasteel in. I'm going to add it to the stay close zone so we can just grab it. The other mech cluster can still print mechs. It can't. I broke the Scyther printer before I left. I do want to burn all this stuff, though. So Sven, how tired are you? You're kind of tired. Freya, you're also tired? You're a night owl. Why are you tired? Well, I don't know. Whatever. Who the heck are you? Brandenburg. Where did you come from? What the hell? Edith, go trade with these random people. Hello. What do you have? Herbal meds and a pilla? Okay. All right. Here's 20 jelly. They're just wandering people. All right, I'm going to accelerate time. I know, according to my uptime, I'm overtime, but that's because, you know, my internet and power and everything just went kablamo, so I'm not worried about that. Going a little overtime anyway. And I'll try to resolve, or at least I'll start the fight against this mech cluster to show you the tactics that I would use. Neat. Extra metal on the tile that doesn't need it. So, Yardik, you were a shooter, I think. So you're a blind shooter, so that's a little weird, but there you go. And then Gaida, you were obviously a brawler, and Thor, you were a shooter. So I'm just lining them up. Gaida's a little naked, and well, I can't really fix that. You're gonna be naked for a bit. Sorry to say. Don't forget my raiders. Yeah, good point. I had somewhat forgotten about them, but let's get them home too. Launch. Wolu was psychotic for a while, so. Hey, we got plasteel. That's cool. Yeah, let's bring the wood too. Where'd the plasteel come from? I don't even. Oh, we were mining it. Oh, you know what? There's more plasteel. Hold on. Stop. We didn't finish mining it, but I think the pods wouldn't be able to hold it all anyway. Not that I think we need more plasteel given the quest we just finished, but I'll bring it. Oh, where's the... Put that down. Thank you. components, people, plasteel. Oh, we'd be able to hold a little bit more. But whatever. I'm impatient. So I'm just going to send them. I could have taken the normal steel, but... This, because I don't have turrets, normal steel is not that big of a deal. Sven, what is your schedule? Oh, yeah. I understand your schedule problems now. That's my fault. He was scheduled to meditate and never sleep. Like a true penitent monk or something. Little brutal. I get why he was fussy and tired. And, you know, breaking. Alright, as soon as there's light out, the light level's still dark. As soon as it's not dark, I will pick this fight. With the, like, roughly 10 minutes remaining. Do we have mortars? We do. I could mortar them. They do have a high shield, so I would need an EMP mortar, but I don't really need to mortar them. That mech cluster has a functional weakness that I can exploit without needing to waste the materials for mortaring. All right, let's see. Sven, you're going to drug yourself, and then I'm going to do a quick gear swap into sniper rifles, just to demo the tactics that I was referring to. I'm not going to do Naz, though. Naz is going to skip this one out because he's a little lobotomized. So Naz, you're going to move to the end here. Naz has a joy wire, which means that his brain doesn't work at like full capacity, which is dangerous for someone to go into a combat situation. You don't need them to zug to an early grave. All right, Knot and Crow, come on. Get your rifles. No, Knot, get your rifle. Crow. All right, so my snipers, I'm gonna draft, and they are going to come here. And at 8 a.m., I'm also gonna bring these brawlers with me as well. I didn't really check their needs, but whatever. How goes the gold stores? We're at 373, so we have a lot of gold. We obviously have a lot of plasteel now. We should be able to make, you know, the armor that I want. I don't think we're going to have much of an issue there. No other resurrection problems yet. No dementia and no res psychosis. Res psychosis is very, very similar to Luciferium psychosis, where it is a 100% always fatal problem, fatal disease. But I do believe that res psychosis can be cured with heal mech serum, and I do have heal mech serum, so... Oh, this is on the other map tile. Wait, where is this? Oh, it's Thromir and, Wolu. Well, they're gonna be home soon anyway, so I'm not worried about them. So, where we need to position is we need to position in the blind spot of this Auto Inferno turret. About here. And then my brawlers will be behind them. Uh-oh, this visitor's not in a good position. Are we ready to go? Yeah, we're just waiting on one plasteel and Thromir. Thromir, you... Tell me you're not carrying a single plast... You're carrying one plast... Oh my god. How inefficient can you be? Alright, let me pick up the wake up. No, don't eat. Oh my god, don't... Oh my god. Stop it. What? How many meals do you have in your butt? Get in that pot. Alright, so we are in the blind spot. So here we go. Waking up the mechs. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Because I'm gonna, yep, Ragnar got piked already, even though I immediately backed up. So here's all the mechs that belong to this cluster. I think I just disarmed this Lancer. No, it still has its arms. So now it's awake, and what I could do is I can continually lure the, oh boy, Engelbrecht son, you better move, dude. I'm going to use Engelbrecht son's unfortunate arrival to my advantage. Oh, he's dead. All right, so let's keep moving back. So the difference here is centipedes and pikemen are slow, so you can, let me fix my camera, so that you can separate them from the group, and the scythers and lancers are faster. The scythers and lancers have shorter range than the pikemen, so that you can snipe them separately, which is nice. You know, that's kind of what we want to do. So we're just going to keep falling back. Dakin can stick around a second to drop some stuns on the scythers so I don't get chased so closely. Because sniper rifles, of course, are very, very, very inefficient for killing... Or sniper rifles are very inefficient for killing scythers. So I just dropped 2 Insanity Lances. And let's keep moving back. So the Insanity Lances is just to keep them busy while I put some distance between me and them. Also, Ragnar should probably just bounce out of here, because Ragnar has a bum leg, is not going to be able to run fast enough to get away from the scythers. Alright, you guys are ready for launch. Join the fight. Alright, let's keep moving back. Ragnar, you enter the base and work your way home. And then my snipers and you know, the scythers are mostly destroyed now. You stick around. Oh, this, I forgot they had gear on them. Oh well. Ragnar, switch weapons with Thromir. Whoa! There's pikemen back here? Okay, Wolu, you fix that. Actually, my brawlers will fix that. Alright, Ragnar, you are going to be heading home. Thromir, you turn around and shoot this scyther. Oh, Wolu kills that thing in the first swing. What'd you do to it? Like, chop its brain out? Yes, yes, you did chop its brain out. I love you, Wolu. You crazy, crazy dude. You didn't know lances worked on mechs? Not only do they work on mechs, here's a big one. Shock lances work so well on centipedes. Shock lances, when you hit them with a centipede, will remove the centipede's weapon, meaning that the centipede, even if it wakes up, can only be melee. I think it's a bug, but it's a glorious bug. So if you're ever fighting centipedes and you don't want them to have weapons, you can just delete their weapons. Pretty awesome, right? We don't have any Zeus hammers now. Modred has a Zeus hammer, but he's not at this map tile. But I don't really need them. I'm fine without them. Alright, so there's 2 pikemen. Oh, well, I guess there's another hanger-on pikeman here. But the whole purpose of kiting like this is to separate the pikemen out from everybody else. Another thing that would be nice, given that my moods are not great. Who's home? Freya should be home. Freya, go activate and call Aberrant's Glen. Nope, we're getting shot at. Oops, Edith took one. Not a lung. Oh, don't. Give me a break. Not 2 lungs. Just 1 lung. Alright, you two inside with Ragnar. I want to have my brawlers out front to prevent me from getting shot at, so let's do that. Trade caravan, loot trader, done. How did Dakin, seriously? They keep dropping Dakin here's shield belt. Fine. Let's cover for Dakin. Quit aiming for Dak, you jerks. Here, I'll just back up. There we go. Uh-oh, Irix now. Shield broke. Covering. Here, Dak. All you 4 can go home. Crow took a bad lance to an arm, but that won't slow his movement speed. Ha! They just friendly fired their own scyther. Embarrassing. So now, as I think it's pretty clear, there's a gradient of enemies, that the fast movers are in front, the slow movers are in back, and that's going to allow me to separate the crowd out and deal with them separately. Because as one big clump, mechs are very, very scary and dangerous, but individually, lancers could be taken care of, scythers could be taken care of, so if you can separate them into their individual groups, it's definitely a little bit easier. I'm just doing a bad job of it, but that's not for a failure of tactics, it's just a failure of mine. Alright, so here's my brawlers. They have shield belts on. Eirik, where are you? Yeah, your shield belt's still deactivated. So now we're just waiting. Oh, they reset. Okay, I'm just going to let them reset so that I can end the stream, because I am now sufficiently over time. But yeah, that's basically the tactics I was going to take. I got shot a few more times than I intended, but it happens. And it is technically cliffhanger, but most of the big cliffhanger was, am I going to get my 3 guys resurrected? And I have now, which means I no longer have to spelunk into ancient dangers, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool indeed. I don't know, next stream we'll decide if I continue doing the tradition anyway. I don't know why we would, but that will be up to you. Thank you for watching The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.